everybody, my name is Sarah Schlomer, and I just want to thank you for watching my videos on Stiff Person Syndrome and Ehlers-Danlos Syndrome. I recently got out of the hospital, out of Blodgett in Grand Rapids here, for an ileostomy loop, and it's equal to having a hysterectomy. And I I'm trying to give out these videos so that you guys will have an easier time than I am going through, an easier life than what I've had. So my biggest advice is to be proactive and to educate yourself, because I'm living through the times of COVID-19, and because stiff person syndrome plus Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is so rare, I had to know what to tell the doctors that I needed. Now, unfortunately, Ativan or some Dilaudid to completely knock me out when my body, the left side of my body, is completely contorted and stuck in place, no way of moving, while the right side of my body is slowly paralyzing, except for my arm that's moving up and down. That was horrible. And then it took over my neck, and I'm telling you that I lived through more than 6.5 hour attacks in the hospital where they didn't know what to do, and then their hands were tied because of the government. If your hands aren't tied if you're not in the US and your hands aren't tied, knowing the things that will decontort your body, that will allow you to be you again, and then being able to relay those on paper prior to anything happening to you with every shift change, is something that I extremely I that's what you need to do. I put stuff in plastic and brought it with me. Notes on things that absolutely cause attacks and things that stop attacks. Unfortunately, I was with nurses that had no control over a lot. And I also had a nurse that tried to stick multiple different types of pills down my throat, using a spoon and water. The water would just come out the side of my mouth. My head was completely contorted backwards and locked. I could hardly breathe, and I could hardly swallow. And I was lucky that I passed out in pain, because she was putting the pills down my throat, and then the water would flow down the back of me, and oh man, I was drenched. I was drenched by the time I had come out. There is a machine that they put in my room to watch over me the entire time. So even though I was able to bring information, even though I had doctors on my side when it comes to the staff over the weekend. Or anybody, I'm living proof to tell you you're gonna have a rough time. You're just gonna have a rough time. So really think about that. Think about writing down everything you can so that everybody before shift change sees it. These are things that have to be seen. And if you at all, like at any time in the hospital, never go by yourself. Always have someone with you. Always try to record whatever you can. I wasn't able to record any of that stuff. And I'm really glad I got to see some of the imaging. I'm glad that I had this procedure done, although I'm in more pain than I know what to do with. And that's another thing. Being at home, I at least have access to marijuana, and it's something that the doctors approve of. I'm not even joking. It's absolutely approved. I need it and I use it. Um, and I feel little shocks going through my neck right now just from holding my phone up. I'm telling you, right now, we are not going to get out of the hospital with some sort of pain relief and help for swelling. It's just not going to come to you. So the best thing you can really do is just try your best and hold on and know that you're loved. Know that I know it's tough during these times when we are actually all quarantined. My husband actually was called in tonight for work, but he has been graciously taking care of me and making food, which I can actually eat again. So, um, that's amazing. But I love everybody, and I want to warn you that if you are able to get what you need when it comes to surgery right now, it's going to be painful. Um, it may be worth it, but it's going to be painful. And hopefully I'll make it through this. And I want to just send a lot of love out there. And I'm very, very like I'm just grateful to be alive. And I don't have COVID or anything. I'm just emotional right now. And I saw the imaging of my stomach and why I was having such a hard time talking or having any type of voice whatsoever. And it's just been my gut the whole time. So I finally am able to talk. I'm very, very happy about that. But it doesn't mean that because you can talk, everybody's going to listen. That's something you must come to grips with. Just having an invisible illness, period, that it means that people are going to look at you and think you're fine. So know what you're talking about when you open up your mouth and write down what you can, because there will be times that this will be filled with so much pain that you won't know what to say, and you will need to be your own advocate. So my heart truly goes out to you guys, and I think that's some of the best advice that I can give you. And I don't know, I want to send out so much love and promises that I will keep on trying. And hopefully, I'll be able to send out more information in the future about how to deal with Ehlers-Danlos and stiff person syndrome. And for right for right now, write everything down. Just write everything down. And I'm very sorry about. I'm just thirsty. I have absolutely no COVID symptoms or anything like that. And I I finally passed the I'm okay date, so um, that has not been really too much of a fear, even though I've been up to current world news and my heart's pretty broken. So about that, I I'm empathetic, so I'm empathic. I love you guys. I don't know you. I just want you to have a better life than me. And so I make these, and hopefully hopefully tomorrow I wake up feeling a little better, and hopefully tomorrow you wake up feeling better too. So I send lots of love and a lot of hope. Thank you for listening to me.